there, this is Pastor Purple. In the past year and a half and probably longer, but in the past few weeks most definitely, I've heard many things said about being a female pastor. One of the things that I keep hearing repetitively is, well, well, God can use you, it's no problem. It's no issue at all. God has used prophets, Deborah and others, and the judges and all sorts of women in the Bible. It's no problem. And in my specific denomination, we have a woman called Ellen G. White, who we classify as a prophet. And of course, listen, God can use a woman, no problem. Like, he uses stones, he uses donkeys, he can use women. Okay, so it's no issue. But here's the thing, we can't pray for you and we can't bless you because men can't touch you. Like, men cannot bless you because that's not from God. So God can use you, but actually you're not from God. So the irony of that statement hasn't been lost on me recently. And in fact, some of the times that I've had to listen to people explain to me how wonderful it is that God has blessed me with talents that he wants me to use in his kingdom. And it's obvious to see that you can see those talents. Like, we can see what you're capable of and how God is working in your life and what he wants you to do. He just doesn't want you to be blessed. He doesn't want you to have anyone pray for you. Like, he doesn't want that. So we're going to tell God that, we're not doing that. So I found that really interesting, particularly challenging, very difficult at times. And I'm going to say this, it hasn't stopped me from following God. It is a painful journey being a Christian, I'll be honest with you, because there are people who make it much more difficult than it should be. There are people like Donald Trump, shall we say, who evangelicals and different Christians around the world are lauding as a person that we should follow. And I look at him and think he is everything that Jesus wasn't. So how is that even possible? There are people who are misogynistic, cannot bear a woman to do anything, and who would rather I just stayed in the kitchen and had babies and that was it. Again, I didn't see any of that in the Gospels. I must have missed that about Jesus, and I must have missed that about God. I see people who do all kinds of heinous things in the name of my faith, in the name of the God that I serve. And it's really hard to rise above what people do, to remember that people are not God. And that fact right there is the most difficult thing to constantly remember when you're faced with anger, hatred, misogyny, racism, sexism, and all sorts of other problems that happen in churches all around the world every day. Not because God isn't real, but because people have issues. And that is just, when you get that point and how bad that is and how much harder you have to work, it's a little bit difficult. So anyway, that was my little thought for today. And I hope that you have a blessed one, that you, even though people make the Christian journey difficult, even though our path to God can be made much more difficult by people, I hope that you are able to rise above it. I pray that if you need any comfort and encouragement, that you will just give me a contact. I think there's some details in a bio somewhere underneath this. So have a good one. Bye.